What's up?
I think I need a haircut.
Listen, you brought that up. You know what? First of all, we have worn you out today. We had you on Facebook Live, literally like almost 4 hours ago. Thank you for participating.
Yes, sir.
And then you finish up with us here. And I mean, listen, you do what you got to do because winning's happening. So maybe there's almost a superstitious vibe going on.
I don't know what it is.
You're going with like the Wolverine.
I'm just letting it go.
Let it go. First of all, before we get into it, what was the skirmish out there? At the end, there's a lot of chit chat and chatter on the floor. It usually is not the case at the end of games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They took offense to something. It's nothing. I mean, you've told me before that, nothing's really going down on the court.
No. The finances have changed.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody's trying to eat that bill. So.
As I like to say, basketball players are not trying to fight. Let's get into what has happened over the last almost 2 months now, month and a half for sure. Since the win that you had at home against Houston back in the middle of January, people have had a tough time coming in this building and walking out with W's. Why so?
Well, we realize how important it is to get these victories. We dropped a couple early in the year, and we're just playing better basketball at this time in the season. So I don't think we're putting any special effort into it, but we understand that when we come into this building, especially when we're striving for the playoffs, that this needs to be a building that we get W's in.
Nobody better in the association in that area right now. How important was it for you all to rid yourselves of what happened last night in Orlando, even though it was frustrating and disappointing, and have a different mindset, a new way of going about it today?
We were definitely frustrated after yesterday, especially because we felt like we could have made huge strides as far as getting into, and finally seeing ourselves actually in that A spot. So, we're still on the outside looking in, but, we got a tough road ahead, and I thought we did a great job bouncing back. You know
what I call the outer reaches of the floor behind that little arc you have? I call it the land of milk and honey.
Oh, heard you.
Yeah. Because it's just delicious. I don't know if you've tried milk and honey together.
I really haven't tried milk and honey.
If you have some time before we head out of town, you might want to do it because it's delicious. And you guys are awesome from out there, and you were helpful. So let's take some time now to look at some of the moving pictures of Tyler Johnson's night. You guys are on a roll, finding basically a balance between the identity of wanting to attack and making sure the three ball is flying. How are you on point about it from a philosophical standpoint?
I think the ball is just moving,
It's that simple.
Yeah, it's just the ball is moving. We're finding the open guy. And, when everybody feels like they're in rhythm, those shots are a little bit more confident. When you get one, and you ain't touched the ball in 15, 16 possessions, it's a little bit tough to shoot that one because you feel like you got to make it. So I think, everybody feels in rhythm because the ball is moving.
And if guys are going to be committed to it, and that is going from knowing that you have a really good shot, but maybe somebody else has a great shot, how much conversation goes the other way? That sometimes, hey, you got to hang on to it because we got to get somebody going, and you may be the guy that needs to get it tonight.
Well, it's funny because you just brought up 2 points that we talk about in our locker room. We talk about going from a good shot to a great shot. You might be open, but you got a guy running at you, and they left another shooter open. So sometimes you got to sacrifice and just make that extra pass. And so he's teeing up a shot. And then, as far as getting other guys going, it's different guys, different nights. Sometimes it's Goran, sometimes it's James, sometimes it's Dion, other times it's Hassan. Could be me, it could be Wayne, could be anybody. Yeah. So, when somebody's going, we got to understand, and I think that's been part of our success is that we continue to feed that person and let them create the offense, and you play off of them. That doesn't mean that you don't be aggressive when it's your turn. It just means that, they can create, and let's play off of that person.
One more thing before I let you run. You mind helping us out? We have a little segment called Say It Like You Meme It. You were the star of this particular segment today. Gentlemen, please show Mr. Johnson what he looks like when he is paused after throwing it down, after laying down, flipping and reversing it. Okay, so this is the picture we put down for the people today. If you were going to meme that, before we show some options for you to pick, if you were going to meme that, what would you put there?
Billy Hoyle before surgery.
Billy Hoyle. White men can jump. I know that. Come on, it's a different movie now.
It was later in life. That was, they filmed him later in life.
You're younger.
This was before. This is Baby Hoyle.
So there was one of those today, and I passed one. Here's one here. The headless dunksman. I'm gonna go dunk man, but listen, Casey, I understand. Don't mind me, just passing through. Very, very family friendly there. If she can do it, why can't I? Okay, I see what they're doing. Keeping it pop culture. I like big dunks and I cannot lie. This is my favorite.
I like that one.
I don't want to. I don't want to influence you.
Yeah, I get that.
All right, we got one more.
One.
Oh, that's such a good one. When your boss tells you about the new mandatory hairnet policy, what's the winner?
Creative.
What's the winner?
Creative. I like the big dunks.
I like big dunks and I cannot lie. Go on.
Heard you.
Other brothers can't do that. Let's not start.
Let's
not start.
I heard you. Because you ain't going to turn it off.
Couple lines in that song aren't appropriate for right now.
Wait, what's the one you sing before the game?
It is. It's in
that's
there.
I knew you. That's
It's
biased. That's biased.
That's
I
all
knew
right.
it would be.
It's all right.